So somehow these two episodes of Assassination Classroom actually worked in my favor. That being that they work better as if you watch them like one after another rather than here's one episode, wait a week, and here's a totally different story. Like the way they built episode 15 as they were setting up for the final exams, and then episode 16 you see them taking the exams and you end up with the results and you see what happens. I'm glad that I didn't review the episode 15 separately from 16 and that they're being reviewed together. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed both these episodes because it shows progression for our characters. You see Koro Sensei going all out and teaching his kids, teaching class 3E, everything on the final. He's making sure that we're going to cover every damn topic that there is because the freaking president, all the teachers from the main campus, they're not going to screw us over, which I'm glad, because it was just great to see. Because if you go back and watch episode 1, and I'm always making this comparison, that if you go back and watch episode 1 and watch the latest episode, the characters that we have are totally different. But I definitely enjoyed how in episode 16, where it was showing class 3E and class A, 3A, I assume, taking on the exams, or their final exams, they showed the test as monsters. And it's funny because I think it was in episode 15, if I remember correctly, it could have been in episode 16, when you saw the teachers making the exam, like you can see them becoming like they were like the monster. Anyway, Koro Sensei makes a bet with class 3E, or more or less like a gamble. If class 3E is able to be within the top spots for each subject, they get to shoot. He shoots off one of his tentacles, because we learned that once he shoots off one of his tentacles, he loses speed, which I found was really interesting. And not only that, because you think he'll go faster since he's having less speed, but not only that like when he's moving very fast, it's actually clones and not just him teaching each student like really fast, because I'm pretty sure speed doesn't work like that. Anyway, we meet the top 5 students of the main campus, those being 4 of them being rather just really good at at different subjects, while the first one, or the top student, is the best at every subject. And he's not only that, he's the son of the principal, and holy crap, his relationship with his dad, the principal, is literally like the strangest one I've ever seen. It's like if you took the principal and made him like a child again, that would be his son pretty much, because they're just like trying to take over one another and trying to be like all scary and intimidating, which in some senses it works, but in some senses it doesn't, since they're anime characters. But like they're just trying to take over one another, trying to make the other one a slave, trying to make the other one their pet, so stuff like that. Anyway, besides from that, going back to the Big Five and some of the members of Class 3 decide to make a bet. Whoever has the most scores, or whoever's in the top percentage of like each subject, and whoever's not, like if Class 3 ends up being like taking all 5 spots, being the #1 student in the school and in their class, then the Class A has to do whatever Class E tells them. And for the most part, Class 3E wins. They get 3 out of the 5 subjects, and if you include other subjects like home ec, then they dominate over that too. So the top 3 subjects that Class 3E were able to score in were, I believe, English, Science, and Social Studies, that being the blondie, the somewhat socially awkward girl with the glasses. She's not that bad anymore, which I'm glad, because she even says, like, back when she had her own single episode talking about how language skills it's very important to science, she talks about that, which I thought was great. And it was the student council president for that class. Anyway, swaying away from the finals, there obviously this is Assassination Classroom, so there's a bunch of comedy within these 2 episodes, which, you know, they were what they were. I mean, Assassination Classroom is somewhat, it sort of has dark humor, but for the most part, the comedy scenes were very funny. Like the whole Koro Sensei like teasing Karma for not even barely trying, because Karma being the big shot and badass that he is, he's like, oh, I don't need to study, I'm gonna ace these anyway, and he didn't. He got like 13th place, I believe, within like the entire like year that he's in, and he's like all flustered because he knows he could have done better. And like, because remember, he got we learned this episode he got 2nd place to the student council president, or what's his face, the principal's son. And like if like Karma actually studied, I'm pretty sure he would have gotten 1st. But yeah, now since Class 3E won the bet with Class A, they get to go on a trip, which Class A is like, oh, let them have that trip, we go there all the time. But it's really cool. I'm assuming next episode is a beach episode. I could be wrong, but for the most part, I heard there's a big scene upcoming, or a big scene coming, that's important to the ships, like, you know, characters being with one another. Anyway, my grade for both these episodes together is an A, because like I said, these episodes together worked a lot better than separate, because, like, you know, the cliffhanger thing. But, you know, I enjoyed both these episodes. It was both funny, it was both serious, and you, like, I was smiling when I saw Class 3E, like, getting the scores, like, being in, like, the top percentage and all of this. It's like, I'm so proud of you, Class 3E. Anyway, let me know your thoughts of the episode down in the comments below. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and thanks for watching. But don't forget to leave a like if you think the video deserves it. Subscribe to my channel if you like what you saw and you haven't already, and I'll see you guys all next time. So until then, bye.